Right, welcome everybody. I've got a very, very special guest for everybody this evening. Anthony the Man Mundine. How are you, my friend?
How you doing, Adam?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. So let's talk, first of all, about what everyone's been talking about. Your letter to Mayweather and your claim you can break the May Vinci Code. Putting yourself in the hat, I like it. Tell us a little bit more what sort of inspired you to write the letter, mate.
I was getting a bit frustrated, man. I wasn't really, getting the fights that I want to get, or the fight fell over with Trout, and that was an important fight that I really wanted to make. But obviously didn't come about. But I said I want to fight the best. I really want to fight the best, and I believe he's the best Valera. But I believe I'm the best athlete of Valera. I believe no one's done what I've done. You know, no one's walked my walk, and I had to learn on the job. And I know Mayweather's aware of me as far as a fighter.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'd reach out to him and try and, not in a disrespectful way, but in a way that will get his attention.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah. Well, to be fair to you, in the letter you put because you're mandatory for one of his titles, aren't you? So.
I'm mandatory for the 154 WBC title.
Well, yeah. So you've got a point, haven't you? If you're mandatory for the title, it's not like you're not mandatory, is it? It's not like you're just calling him out for no reason.
Yeah. Well, even at the end of the day, like I know it's a long shot, but I believe I'll give him a way better fight than what he's been getting. I think our styles are very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
He's probably just a bit more, skilled for me because of his experience and what he's done. But I've been in big fights too. But I'm learning on the job, and I think to the point where I'm at now, I really know I can prove that I'm capable of mixing it with the best of them.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Well, talking about you're fighting. Obviously, it's light middleweight you're fighting at the moment. Floyd usually seems to is like welterweight. Would you come down in weight a bit, or not?
I could probably come down a little bit, but not to the point. He's fought as high as 154 before, but he's fought obviously I think fought him at 152.
Yeah. Okay.
But obviously, if he was interested in he wanted to make some a catch weight or whatever, we can obviously talk about that. That's but I couldn't come down probably below 152, something like that.
Yeah, you used to fight a super middleweight, so that would be a bit strange, wouldn't it? So okay, mate. Well, cool. Well, to be fair, in the letter as well, you said if you don't want to fight me, please vacate the title so I can get a world title shot. That's what you said you wanted. Obviously, you said there yourself, Floyd's a long shot, but you have a case, so you're obviously not deluded. Who else would you want?
I just think I'm a very colourful character,
Yeah,
so
definitely, man. Yeah.
So the world and once I get to know my background and what I did and what I've done, and how I've done it, it's very intriguing.
Yeah,
I'm pretty brash and pretty buoyant and cocky in my own right. So I'll make of a fight before, during, and after.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Well, cool. We're talking about that. It's funny because more and more people are talking about it now. You fighting Mayweather. There's a podcast. I don't know if you know about it. Mike Mittman. He's a former announcer. They were saying that they like the idea of it. And that's in America. They didn't know too much about your rugby background. But they knew a bit about it, so people were starting to find more about.
Pretty much I was the best. I was the best rugby player at the time when I left the sport. I was the highest paid player on the open market, but due to racism and politics in the game.
Yeah.
They would never pick me for the national team. I was the best player, but they would never pick me for the national team. And it was always an uproar when I wouldn't get picked. And I used to tell them, that they come from an era that was, very racist. And the guys that were picking these teams, they had the boys club.
Yeah.
And I was never part of that.
Okay, so
it's pretty much like it's like Steven Gerrard. Is it Steven Gerrard, the soccer player?
Yeah, great player. Yeah.
It's like him. It's like him quitting at his prime, and then going to boxing, win a 4 world championship.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I am a little bit aware. I've got family in Australia, and I've done a bit of travelling there myself. And in fact, while I was actually in Australia, this story was happening. You turning into a professional boxer. Obviously, I don't know a lot about rugby. I'm more a football guy, but. You were the best rugby player. Why exactly weren't you being picked for the national team? You just
because I was very outspoken.
Yeah. Okay.
Very confident and very cocky.
Yeah.
And I had the trifecta that I didn't like. I was Muslim, I was Aboriginal.
Yeah.
And I was a loudmouth.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you know the Australian way and Australian psyche, they don't want you to be. They cut down the successful. There's tall poppy syndrome here.
Yeah, I know.
And especially me being Aboriginal, they want to put you in your place. So I'm not supposed to be cocky. I'm not supposed to be arrogant. I'm not supposed to be egotistic. I'm supposed to be in my little corner and just conform to the way what they want me to be.
I understand, mate. I understand. So you make this decision. You've got sick of the rugby world. You're the best player, and you feel you're not getting the recognition you deserve, and you're not getting. I take it as a boy growing up, you were a lover of rugby, I assume, or was boxing.
Yeah, well, I had a dream. I had a dream ever since I was young. I was 6 or 7, and I wanted to play for Australia. I want to play for Australia, my country, and I want to be world champion in boxing.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. Yeah. I mean, I played all my junior football. I made all the national teams.
Yeah.
And from the national teams, I was the most stellar performer in the top grade.
Yeah, I understand.
I was. By the time I was 20, 21, I was pretty much a one-man show.
Really, and I am slightly aware of it. You were like the Beckham of rugby in Australia, and so like what? How?
I'm the one. I'm the one that brought the Showtime back. I was one that started doing front flips and back flips and after try celebrations. And when I first started doing it, the media would, ridicule me for it.
Yeah.
And then when I left the game and retired, they started having post-trial celebration when all these other guys were doing it. You know what I mean?
Really? Okay. Interesting. Well, so how did boxing even come around? Because you obviously you've got.
Well, I knew. My dad was a fighter.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And I knew he fought. He was a great middleweight in his time. He fought the best. He fought Benny Briscoe. He fought Emil Griffith.
Okay.
He fought Carlos Monzon.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he had a good career in his own right.
Amazing by the sounds of things, yeah.
But I knew I was going to be a boxer. I knew I had the talent and the bloodlines. I just had that passion for it, and I never had an amateur. I had 4 amateur fights when I was 16.
Okay, all right, that's interesting.
I was at a sporting crossroads then. I didn't know whether I wanted to get a boxing, but I was only 16. Then I turned 17, and then I wanted to go pro at 17. But you have to be 18 to go pro, and I just turned 17, so I had to wait a whole year. So I said, "Nah, I'm going back to football."
Yeah, fair enough.
And then I went back to football, and I started doing football. I made the top grade when I was 18 years old. I played the top grade, and I sat on the the sideline. I mean, I sat on the bench in the final series when they made the grand final. But it was the major event for the last two teams.
Yeah.
And I was on the bench for them. I was 18.
Fuck. Shit. Okay. All right. Well, it's a really interesting story. So what I want to find out is.
No, you got to dig deeper, man. I'm a freak, man.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to keep blowing my own horn, but no one's done this, man. No one's achieved remotely what I've achieved.
Yeah.
And from the get-go, when I started boxing, I was fighting guys that was, my first fight was a guy that had 20 professional fights.
Yeah,
he was 50-50 record. He won 10 and lost 10, but I'm fighting, and by the fourth fight, I'm fighting world-rated fighters like Ian McLeod, that was a world-rated middleweight.
Yeah, you've had no easy touches. You've had no, you haven't had any like sort of keep busy fights or anything like that.
I had four amateur fights.
You know, you've put
that wasn't even in succession. That was like over 1 year.
You know, the thing with you as a fighter, Anthony, is like I kind of never know what to expect from you because you know from an entertainment perspective, you've had a great career and you've got a great record. I know people say 6 losses, but I'm not someone who really cares about that. You know,
I mean, the 6 losses. You got to understand, but Adam, you got to understand 6 losses. That was, I had to learn. I had to learn on the job.
Yeah, I got you, man.
I fought Ben Otti after my 10th fight. After my 10th fight, I fought Ben Otti, a guy that had 300 amateur fights, one of the best amateur careers. He had more defenses of his title than I had fights.
Yeah.
I had no right to fight him, but that was my mindset. I didn't care. I fight anybody.
You enjoy the challenge, definitely.
But I was winning that until fatigue hit me and the inexperience hit me.
Yeah.
But when I got a bit more seasoned and a bit more experience, Ochi was supposed to fight me because I won the interim championship.
Yeah.
And he retired. He wouldn't fight me again.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, it's like I remember the Joshua Clotty fight, and everyone thought that was it from you, and then you came back against Rab.
No, we'll see. There's 3 fights. There's 3 fights in my life that I'm not proud of, that I didn't really turn up mentally, and I didn't really prepare like I should have prepared.
Yeah.
I thought Clotty, I knew he was a great fighter, but I had this attribute to beat him, but I didn't have to pay attention to detail, and that's what cost me. Yeah. I didn't study, didn't watch any film. I didn't turn over every leaf in the book. I just sort of thought I'd get through it on my ability.
Yeah. And
probably 3 fights in my career that I'm not proud of, and that's Manny Siaka, the first fight.
Yeah.
The Garfield, the first fight, and then Clotty. But when I'm mentally on, when I'm mentally on, and I'm putting the pistol out, I have to be mentally on.
Yeah.
Then I can be anybody in the world. I'm a freak.
Yeah. Well, the Rabchenko fight. A lot of people over here, he trains up in Manchester. I actually interviewed him before his fight with you, and he was. He's very respectful of you, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But, you did well there. There's an up-and-coming kid coming into his prime, undefeated. And, I thought that was...
Rabchenko's might go a long way. He'll be champ.
Yeah.
But when I'm mentally on, and I'm focusing in the zone, I'm very hard to beat.
Yeah.
I'm seasoned now. I can fight. I can box. I can counterpunch. I just gotta, I'll pay attention to detail in order to pick a good game plan to suit the opponent.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Well, you've definitely shown. You fought Mosley. Your CV is excellent. You fought some of the best out there, and it sounds like you want to fight even more of the best out there, obviously with Mayweather and things like that.
That's all. I'm at a phase in my career. I like to call it the legacy phase.
Yeah.
Where I want to be remembered, and that's why I'm after the very best, and the very best is Floyd Mayweather at the moment. So, do I think he's beatable? Yes, and I think I'm one of the guys that have that the style of beating.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and that's why I put that letter. And now, if I don't, like I said, it's a long shot. But if I do get him, that's well and good. But if I don't get him, then at least it'll put me in the mix with these other guys, whether it's Alvarez, whether it's Cotto.
Yeah.
You know, certain names like that.
Yeah, and obviously he's going to be relinquishing his belts one way or the other after his next fight. So, and you're in line for one of them. So, you know, you've got to...
Well, the rules are once he relinquishes, I'm the silver champ. So once he relinquishes, I'm the sole champion, the full champion.
Oh, okay. So you just automatically get it. That's good then. So you can then you'll be in a position where you can dictate if that's the case, which is
exactly
which hasn't always been.
That's what I said. You know, if you ain't gonna fight me, then relinquish. You're you know.
Yeah.
You're not letting fighters like me in this position, fulfill fighting to fight the best out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a shame the Austin Trout fight didn't happen. What exactly happened there? What?
Yeah.
I've heard a few things. What?
Well, basically, like, I mean, that was just trying to protect their investment.
Yeah.
And basically, they wanted the title. They just changed the terms on us as far as we got a deal to fight Trout. Obviously, I'm the champion, and I should be the one asking for options or asking for rematches.
Yeah.
And but they want then the fight fell through, and then they come back and said they wanted options on me because obviously I was a big chance of winning that fight. They knew I was, it could have went either way, and I wanted to protect their investment, so they wanted the options on me.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a list of names,
Okay.
to pass Trout, either rematch him or fight these guys, and they were all their fighters, all their contenders. So they just wanted to keep the belt, but I wasn't having that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I can see why. Of course, yeah, it's a strange one.
But I got nothing against PBC or whatever. They just trying to protect their investment, trying to get the best deal. But I've worked my whole life and especially the last 4 or 5 years to get in this position, and I just can't give it up like that.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Well, one thing I do have to ask you, and I know you probably don't want to talk about it, is other Australian Danny Green. Now he hasn't shut up about you on social media, and
that's the only way he can be relevant.
Yeah.
He's built his name on my from the get-go on my whole career. He just kept calling me out and he built his name. And obviously, Australia is a very racist country.
Okay.
And he represents the powers that be, and the Caucasian people, and how he's got a lot of support from the media, the governments and all that.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest.
So that's why our fight in 2006 was the most per capita was the biggest fight ever.
Yeah, it was huge, wasn't it? It was a huge fight between you. There was just some kind of and other people I spoke to, like over here, not Australians, and even a couple of Australians, and some of the comments and some of the language used, it's not some sort of like I'm a white Caucasian. It's not the sort of language I'd ever use. It all seemed, I don't know. It seemed a bit desperate. And am I right in thinking Danny Green's fighting at cruiserweight? Is that right? Or
I mean, now listen. Now get this.
Yeah.
He's fighting at cruiserweight. He's fighting at 8. Well, he's not fighting at no weight. He's fighting at test weight, 85 kilo, 84 kilo.
Really? Okay.
And I'm fighting that at 69.85.
Yeah. It's a million.
So he wants me. He can't make below 81. They reckon. So they want me to come up. I can't even. Even if that fight went ahead, I'll probably come in the fight 76.
Really? You're that well
77 max.
Really? That's interesting.
He'd be coming in 86, 87 max. So that's good 10 kilos, you know?
Yeah. So that would just be...
So if I were to do that fight, that would be strict for the money.
Yeah. I was just about to say that, yeah.
And I'm not done well in my career. I'm not motivated by it.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be good. That can be my superannuation fund.
Yeah, maybe.
If I need it.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I am. So how serious do you think his comeback is? You know, it was a bit out of the blue.
Well, it's not serious. I mean, it's not serious. He's not out to win any more championships. He's not out to have any more goals and dreams. It's just purely to fight me.
Yeah. Okay, mate. All right, cool. Well, fair enough. Well, moving on from Mr. Green. Finally, mate, I just wanted to ask one thing. You know, you talk about you having issues with Australian boards in certain, you know, in rugby you were talking about there, and you say about some of the culture of some people in Australia and how you're not happy with some of the racism there. Basically, like, although you say that, you were talking about growing up as a kid dreaming of playing for Australia. You sound like someone who's still a very proud Australian. You know, I've heard you're helping out some younger guys coming up at the moment in Australia. Like, do you want to kind of make an impact on, well, more of an impact, I should say, on Australian boxing and try and lift the sport there a bit more?
Definitely, not just Australian boxing. I want to have an impact on the whole country, and I want to be part of history.
Yeah. Okay, mate.
I'm talking political, momentous moment.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I'm talking about changing the flag.
Yeah.
I'm talking about changing the anthem. Because if you do your research, you know, it's very racist. I mean, obviously the British colonized the country, but there's a lot of blood on their hands to do that.
Yeah. Oh, of course. That's
murder, sacrifice,
yeah,
raping and pillaging and whatnot to the Aboriginal people, the native people.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and we're not even recognised as the traditional owners. Not recognised as. I mean, you got to understand. 1960, I think 67, there was a referendum where we wasn't even Aboriginal people wasn't considered citizens, or they were considered fauna.
Well, really, that's not on, is it?
That was only 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Well, yeah, as I said, I have my auntie lives in Australia, and you know, obviously I've been there, and yeah, I wasn't impressed with that side of things. You know, I'm not saying, you know, I met loads of great Australian people from all different races, but yeah, it's a huge.
You get. I mean, don't get me wrong. You get your good people. You get your good people that want to fight the right fight and fight injustice and whatnot. But I'm just talking about the powers that be, as far as the government and how they want to structure and what you know, and the media and how they want to make you think a certain way and like the Dawn Fraser comment on Nick Kyrgios recently. That's just part of their psyche. That's embedded into their system.
Yeah, sorry, whose
comment?
comment?
There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Whose comment did you say?
Dawn Fraser, the great swimmer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not aware of the comment, to be honest.
Well, basically, you know, Nick Kyrgios, the tennis star.
Yes,
tennis star.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah.
Well, she came out was on national TV on the Today Show. We're talking about an icon here.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, they've asked her about Kyrgios and his acts during the tennis game or whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
But this guy, everyone has different ways of letting out emotion and dealing with pressure and whatnot. But he might throw a racket. He might, talk to the umpire, disagree with the umpire. And she said, well, basically she said, it's un-Australian, blah, blah, blah. If they're going to go on like that, if they're going to act like that, then they should go back to where their parents come from and get out of here.
Really?
Get out of our country.
Okay.
And I was thinking,
whoa.
Well, where you come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I wasn't aware of that. I'm not a massive.
Well, look it up. You'll find it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you're right, mate. Bloody hell, yeah. Kind of took me a bit by surprise there. Well, we kind of drifted away.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's just embedded into their system, embedded into their psyche from a young age. They're taught these things. That's what you hear at primary school.
Really? Well.
Well,
it's a shame. Things like this still do happen. Well, it's been real talking to you, man. What we've been talking about, kind of moved off.
That's the thing, man. I just keep it real, and that's why I just want to fight the best because really it's not for me. Yes, I want to accomplish personal achievements, but that's the last on my agenda. Yeah. My first reason is because of the plight of my people, the plight of the state of my people are in, and how we are oppressed and showcase it to the world.
Okay, mate. Well, I hear you, mate. I really do. Well, mate, it's been really cool to speak to you. It's been really nice to have you on. I've had a great time talking to you, my friend. I really hope you get.
My pleasure, man.
Yeah, me too. I really hope you get a top fight, mate. You've had a really entertaining career. You're always in good fights. I wish you the best, and hopefully we'll get some news very soon, mate. Yeah, man.
I'm hoping so too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want the best. I want to try and fight the best. And if it's not number one, I want number two. If it's number two, I want number three.
Yeah.
And I just want to try and get the best fighter I can get that we can possibly get.